I'm Sona Kim, America's face of dating, and today we have a Q&A from a viewer named Mohammed, and he wants to know how to win over and successfully make a coworker fall for him, I guess. And so this is crucial because I actually get a lot of emails on this very topic right here, where people just email me or they DM me and they ask me, how do I make this coworker? She's so pretty. She's so cute. How do I make her want me? How do I make her obsessed with me? How do I make her want to go on a date with me? Right? And this is critical because if you fuck up in the office, I've had emails where guys have really fucked up in the office when they're working with a girl and they got charged, they got fired, right? So that's the worst it can get. I don't get those too often. Those emails just like that where guys have gotten fired or restraining orders or whatever in the office because they've come on way too strong to a coworker and they wouldn't leave a coworker alone. But this is critical because if you fuck it up and she says no or she rejects you, then it's gonna be awkward between you two for the rest of your time you work together, right? It's gonna be awkward. Every single time you go to work, you won't talk to each other as much. It'll be very weird. You'll make that awkward eye contact, right? And it's like you want to make sure you get everything. This is critical, right? This is not like cold approaching on a girl on the street, like you're never gonna see her again. This is you're gonna see her every day, so it's like you gotta make sure that everything is set in stone before you ask this girl out, where you really, get her on a date or something like that. And so let's just jump right into his question here. He says, "Hey brother, I have a question. If you could help me out." God, like, no sucking up or anything, bro. Come on, you should know better than that, man. Jeez, you're rushing me. But he says, "I have a crush on a girl that is working with me. We were talking a bit during work. I feel she is more comfortable with me than the others, so I'm thinking to follow her on Instagram and talking to her there more because at work we can't talk too much. So I need your advice. What am I supposed to do? If you reply, I would really appreciate you." So he says, like I said, dude, like this is critical because if you get this wrong, like it's gonna be awkward between you two forever, right? In that workplace until you can actually set it back to straight. And he says, I'm thinking of following her on Instagram and talking there more because at work we can't talk too much. I don't recommend doing that, bro. And here's why, is that if you follow her on Instagram randomly, what do automatically all women assume on social media nowadays, right? What do they all assume when they have a random guy follow them on Instagram? He must want me. He must like me. He not only searched my name to find me on Instagram, but he also followed me. Where does that automatically set you? It positions her here, you here, right? Below her. She's like, oh, he's following me. If she was following you, it'd be a completely different story. If she followed you on Instagram first, I'd be like, DM her right now, right? But it's different because here's the thing is like women, especially on social media, they've gotten to the point where it's like a man will DM a girl asking like, hey, like what's up? Not even flirting with her, and she automatically assumes that he's hitting on her, right? So that's why I do not recommend that you follow her on Instagram and then randomly DM her on there because it is going to look so bad on you, right? It's going to look, basically she's just going to automatically assume everything you're saying is to hit on her. And so what I want us to do is like I would start talking to her in the workplace a little bit. I would start slowly warming her up to some banter, right? You don't want to move in way too fast. Like you want to talk to her a little bit, get to know her, and then try to flirt with her. Then put in some line right there where it's like you're just like you seem like the girl is like from like a countryside, like from Texas or something like that. She's like, oh, I am from Texas, and you're just like, oh my god, like you're just like, so like what kind of rodeos did you attend and shit? She's like, oh my god, I didn't do like shit like that, right? She's super country. If she's from a small town, you could just say something like, God, what kind of tractor did you ride to school when you were younger? Like, or you could like take her and like, if you meet her at the water fountain, she's from a small town, you could be like, you see this right here? This is called running water. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before, right? And she's gonna be like, shut up, and she's gonna slap your arm. That's a sign of interest. It's a sign of attraction. This is all stuff I talk about inside of my book, Waking the Core of Man. I don't know if you've read it yet. I don't think you said. I'm assuming that you have not, because usually when someone has read it, they email me and tell me that they've read it. But I highly recommend that you jump inside this book and get more attraction triggers just like that. Because like I said, this is critical, man. You do not want to fuck this up. And like I honestly would recommend you to jump into my AMP installment, my online class. And there's a free trial going on right now for the cheapest program. And it's like I highly recommend you jump in there. Like I would not give you something or offer you something that is not going to help you in a tremendous way. Literally, like everyone that's in the program right now is absolutely fucking loving it. There's like this is literally a gold mine, and I can't believe that I'm pricing it so cheap. It's like I'm sure in the next year, like I'm probably gonna triple or quadruple the prices on there, just because the value that I'm putting in there is it's just super. It's just exceeding you know, the price that I put on it. And so I highly recommend that you get in there. You can actually work with me one-on-one too, depending on the program that you get into. But like, I have literally stuff on there. It's like literally people in my inner circle in the AMP installment, they asked me to send them, like they sent me pictures of girls, like stories of Instagram of girls. And they asked me to swipe up on them, like, how would you reply? How would you swipe up on this to make it flirty, to make them chase you? And I literally went through like 20 of them, and just like, this is what I'd say here, this is what she'd say, and I'd go from here, here. Went through each and every one of them for them, right? And it's like, that's the kind of stuff that you get in there that I can't put on social media really, because it's like their faces are in it and everything. And so I highly recommend, like, if you want to improve your game dramatically, you got to jump into the AMP installment right tonight, dude, as soon as you see this video. And so at least read the book. You can get the book for free in some of the membership programs that you get. But anyways, I hope to see you in there, man. I hope to see you all in there, man. It's gold. It's a gold mine. And so I will see you in there. I know I will. So jump in there as soon as possible. I'm Selna Kim, America's Face of Dating. I will see you next time.